people typically buy Bitcoin as a hedge against monetary inflation. Since that big scare, Bitcoin's been going up in price. Now, if we look again at the purchasing power of the United States dollar has been on a downtrend. Now, if we look at the 10-year bonds, they have been taking more risk. What does that mean? What that means is Bitcoin is going to shine eventually, and the more the cracks of the United States economy shows through this data over a long period of time. People always talk about inflation and Bitcoin taking over the world. These take way longer than you think. This movement is going to take a very long time, and we're seeing it unravel. Now, currently, I am 75% off the table when it comes to cryptocurrency. Right now, I have mostly USD, but I am looking for an entry, and I do think my gut feeling is telling me it's going to happen very soon. I've told you guys in multiple videos, anything below 30K Bitcoin, I'm buying a lot, right? Because to me, it's relatively cheap in comparison to the price. Now, again, large job losses, guys. There have been a lot of issues with unemployment. Obviously, there's been a bounce back from that, but in general, the economy has been it's been pretty shaky. And I just wanted to give you guys this data and this information because long-term perspective of Bitcoin looks sound. I do think that, look, for example, if we look at the government bonds, right, you could see the yield was recently going down. Now, around the same time, look, it's March, Bitcoin's price goes down. So people start taking less risk buying 10-year bonds, Bitcoin's price goes down. Okay. If we look at a DXY around the same time, right? Actually, March is actually showing clear right here. Look, we bottomed out. We jump up in the U.S. currency dollar index, meaning it's gaining more purchasing power. Bitcoin's price starts to top out around this time. Right? Look, February, March. We come over again to Bitcoin's price. You can see we're making our first high around February, March. Then it starts to die out. This tops down, and then at this time we go back up, and Bitcoin's price just plummets. So I'm not saying that these are the perfect indicator. All I'm saying is that they're all lining up to an unstable economy. People are uncertain. And what I know is the more data that shows negatives for United States economy, for US dollar, the more positives for Bitcoin in general. Now, how that plays out is a hard one. But that's it for this video. I wanted to make it clear, concise, and to the point. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one. All right, today is the 13th, guys, and the actual data came out. So as you can see, it's been the highest 12-month increase since the period ending in August 2008, a 5.4% increase, which is more than anybody was expecting. Now, the reason why this is so significant, like I stated previously in the video, is because the market is heavily weighted on this. Now, for some reason, the market's doing pretty much the exact opposite than what it should be doing in the short term. You can see the DXY is actually increasing, even though there's more inflation. For some reason, the DXY is increasing. I don't know if that's artificial. I don't know if that's just the immediate reaction, but I do think over a long period of time, things like this, like high inflation, is going to start to play out more and more. So we should not ignore it at all. Also, at the same time, if you look at Bitcoin's price, we're actually decreasing a lot. So again, the exact opposite of the original premise of Bitcoin is pretty much playing out right now in front of our eyes. And if we actually look at the 10-year bonds, you could see that they're increasing when they should be decreasing, if that makes sense, because the world is weird and it does the exact opposite. All in all, I mean, the market in general is just, it's not even reality anymore. Everything completely changed. But I will say again, the larger term perspective, if we look at Bitcoin's price over and over again, it wins in the long term. If we, broaden our time horizon, you can see it's been increasing since the pandemic. And then if we look at the 10-year bonds around the same time period, increasing, the yield on the bonds are increasing. That means a risk-off environment, which is good for BTC. And then if we look at the DXY in the same time period, you can see the destruction of it and how it's consistently decreasing. In the future, we'll see how it plays out. Bitcoin has definitely served as a hedge against monetary inflation, at least for the short term. Let's see if that reverses. Let's see if it plays what it's supposed to be, or maybe we have to wait for the next cycle to see something really happen. Remember, guys, macroeconomic conditions, it's not like a light switch. It's kind of a momentum thing. And again, it's going to take a very long time. So have some patience. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.